Hey everyone, welcome to episode 23 of the EunityCast. It is Wednesday, July 4th. I almost said 7th because of the 7 in July. Jesus. I'm Riccio.
I'm Dan.
I'm Somppi.
And welcome.
Happy Independence Day.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's the
American
Boom Boom Star Day.
Boom Boom Star.
I don't know.
It's fireworks day in the States.
Yeah. Independence Day.
Independence
We had
Day.
Canada Day too.
Yeah,
We had a special day too.
We wished an early one on the last podcast, though, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
think
right.
we did.
Do we wish it to Canada also, or just
I don't know if we
being
did.
dirty Canadians?
Oh
Okay.
God,
Ugh.
we're terrible.
Happy Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day, Happy
Canada
America Day.
Day.
It's been 2 celebrations since the last podcast, and
That actually, Independence Day is just celebrating us.
I wonder
Recording our
if
podcast.
the United States can be clearly seen from space right now.
ooh, probably the amount of fireworks. Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
say
that's
so.
what I'm saying.
I kind of really want to look that up right now.
How about you go up and look?
I'll be right
down?
back, guys. I'm just gonna...
I'm just gonna go into my
BRB Space Bros. There, done. We are the Space Bros now.
Change the podcast name. Space Bros.
Space Bros good at games. Anyway, so yeah, do you want to guys started? Do you want to get started? What did you guys play this week? Starting with who?
who do we usually start with? Is it me?
It's usually
It's
you.
usually
It's
you.
Okay. I haven't played a whole lot. This is a random mishmash of stuff for like 45 minutes each. So I played Max Payne
Yep.
at your place on Saturday.
Yep.
I played some more of that Magic the Gathering thing on iPad. That's
Well-
still great.
Do you want to say what you were saying? What you were actually going through on Max Payne?
Oh yeah, I was playing New York Minute,
Yeah.
which is I don't even know what to say about that. It's like
Time attack.
yeah, it's a time attack mode, and you have to you start with 1 minute on the clock, and it counts down. Not during cutscenes or anything, thank God.
Yeah.
And
Or
you
walking scenes.
You get 4 seconds every time you kill someone, or 6 seconds every time you get a headshot. And so you are trying to make your way through Max Payne 3 levels, which are some of them require some slower movement through them, like the level on the docks there. You got to take a lot of cover in that, but you're kind of forced to keep moving forward and killing guys as fast as you can. Otherwise, you're going to run out of time and you're going to lose. But the biggest problem with this is that if you die, there are no checkpoints.
Yeah,
So you got to
restart
start the whole chapter
level.
again.
Oh, that just sounds painful.
So it does split up a couple of the longer chapters just because they don't want to put you through the load times.
Yeah.
But even still, like that, the entire docks level up to the point where
Yeah.
you get on the boat is you have to do that in one go.
That's insane.
I know. And think about how much
I died at,
like hundreds of times at that last part.
No, exactly.
Yeah. Luckily, and it's on Riccio's Cast archives or whatever. I did that in one go.
Oh,
And
really?
I was so pleased. But when I was booking it for the gate, I ended with 2 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, that's just painful.
It was close. I was kind of walking, and then I didn't realize it started going tick, tick. I was like, oh, no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember that part.
it was.
Oh, that's
You were
super
telling me
intense.
like, yo, I can't believe I did it in one shot. Oh my god, I have 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I had a question though. I was watching you play it, and you know how whenever you kill the final guy, it does that kill cam?
Yeah.
Um,
It pauses the time during that.
it does pause the time?
Yeah.
Okay, so I wasn't sure if it was going to be like the score attack, where it actually keeps adding score per shot that you keep putting into him.
No.
I wasn't going to be like, does it
It's,
keep adding seconds every time? Yeah.
That'd be great. It's pretty generous about because that is a very cinematic game.
Yeah.
It is pretty generous about when it stops counting down time. So anytime that you are forced into slow movement,
Yeah.
it stops counting down time. Anytime you are, like kind of in a cutscene or
Yeah.
anything related to a cutscene, so
Okay.
if characters are talking or something, it pauses. And in that bullet cam, it stops time.
All right.
And the seconds do actually slow down. When
Oh,
you're
yeah?
in slow motion.
I didn't actually notice that. I was going to say, because I thought they were still going like normal
No,
speed.
they yeah. So it's a minute of real game time.
Sick.
So you're encouraged to use your bullet time more often.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it
maintain-
doesn't make a difference really because well, anyways, you have to use bullet time 100% of the
Yeah,
time
or
because
else if you die,
if you're not getting headshots, I don't see how you're getting through that level.
yeah,
And I would get most of the way through levels, like the entire stadium level
yeah,
is one shot.
Yeah, I tried doing that actually. Once you left, I actually tried playing some Max Payne and doing it.
So, like, if you get to the end when you're up on the catwalks where you have no cover, if you die during that, you have to go back to, like, where you're running off the field and getting shot at by a sniper.
That is ridiculous. I don't...
You know, one thing that kind of bothered me is as you're going through New York Minute or Score Attack or the Time Attack levels or whatever.
Yeah, the arcade stuff.
The arcade stuff, yeah. It's whenever you die and you kind of, I don't know, when you're playing those modes, you kind of want to do, you're in this, like, feeling of, like, go, 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 go. And you can skip cutscenes, but only after it's done doing the background loading. But more often than not, it does not have enough time to finish background loading.
There's certain cutscenes
like
that
the really long
don't
ones.
actually have loads.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Yeah, so
But-
there's certain ones you can just, like, skip, go.
But I mean, like, for example, the stadium level, whenever you get to a certain part where, like, I don't know, two people get shot and they're talking about, like, diamond or money or something and they run off, there's, like, this good 45-second to a minute long cutscene that you can't skip. And I don't know. Every
I'm
time
fine
I
with
failed.
that, though, because I love all the Max Payne stuff.
Oh, yeah. But I mean,
So-
when you're doing New York Minute and you die near the end and then you have to restart and you're like, okay, I've seen these cutscenes like 7
Well, that's why
times right
they
now.
don't play the big in-between level ones.
Yeah, which is good. But I don't know. I wish there was some way to whenever you play those levels that it maybe tries to
like slimline the experience a little bit. Like
maybe skip the cutscenes or the long ones or I don't know.
I'm
forward them.
stuck in where he goes to the slums for the first time.
Oh my god,
okay.
That was
super
crazy.
hard
That.
because people are jumping off from tops of buildings and stuff. And
sawed off shotguns and crazy shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh,
That game is still fun.
I was overly impressed with it.
New York Minute is another game in itself.
Yeah,
Oh,
to
really?
be honest,
That's just,
it's fucking,
Because if you start taking cover in New York Minute, it's not going to work. You just have to keep running forward and just shoot dodging forward and just go.
yeah.
it's just all go.
And I'm not sure if it's on an easier difficulty or if I've just gotten better at the game.
I don't think it's
but
on hard.
I'm
I definitely
pretty
don't
sure
think
it's
on
on
hard.
medium.
Yeah, so
okay,
I was
fine,
playing
yeah.
and
You can't change the difficulty either, so it
No,
is
yeah.
like a New York Minute difficulty.
because there was a few times where I'd run out and get shot a few times. I'm like, okay, I'm used to being dead by now, but I'll keep going.
Yeah, so it must be on medium then.
Yeah. That game's still fun. I'm still waiting to see the DLC that comes out with the Rockstar Pass.
Oh yeah, I forgot
But
about that.
I don't know. It's mostly multiplayer except for one co-op. Well, that's still multiplayer, but there's gonna be co-op New York Minute, so that should be sweet. I'm kind of curious to see how that's gonna go. But yeah,
Yeah,
Max Payne.
I wonder if you'll be able to buy that stuff separately. You must be able
I
You
think
should
so.
Be able to.
Because the only one, unless other people get really into playing the Max Payne multiplayer again, which Dustin isn't, you are never online, Devin.
No, I don't play my
Um,
360 very
PC.
often.
Yeah.
I actually hop onto that shit kind of semi-regularly for like 30 minute stints.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
if there's ever a time where like I don't really know what I want to play,
Yeah.
I'll just run around.
Go shoot
It's
people.
Max Payne.
That's my WoW fills that void. It's all about the
I guess.
WoW.
Yeah, I got a few minutes. Go spend 2 hours.
No, well, I went through all of like Breaking Bad season 1 playing WoW.
Yeah, but that's
It's great in Max Payne because if you play Painkiller, those games
Yeah.
are always exactly the
Yeah.
same time.
I think Painkiller is probably my
yeah.
favorite to go
I think
through when you're bored.
I think it's like 8 minutes. So getting into the game, playing the entire game, and seeing the scores and like your level progress and stuff,
Yeah.
it's 10 minutes.
That's
So you just
really
play it in
nice,
10-minute chunks.
Yeah. Honestly, I think Painkiller is probably the best mode to jump in and do because of the rent. It's like it's semi-teamy, and then you go and you
The-
get like
the
your
two-
name flash on screen and it's fucking against
The
you.
two
and
unique
adrenaline.
modes of that game, which are the deathmatch, the
Painkiller
Gang Wars
Gang
and
Wars, yeah.
Painkiller.
Yeah.
Those are both incredible.
Yeah.
Painkiller is more of a shorter dose thing.
Yeah.
Haha. And Gang Wars takes a long time.
Are they still fairly populated?
Yes.
On
Um,
PC, you definitely too.
Oddly enough, there's only about maybe 280 people playing Painkiller at any given
Oh, okay.
time.
I thought you were gonna say the whole game. I was like, what?
No. Gang Wars is the most populated, I think.
Oh, okay.
And then Deathmatch is second, and Team Deathmatch is third. So Painkiller's in fourth, and then there was 2 people playing the New Jersey Cemetery games.
Oh yeah, so those are not others. Oh no, is that the new DLC?
That's the stuff that's not actually out yet. but
Okay.
came if you pre-ordered the game.
Okay, because I know there's some DLC stuff that's coming out. I think in July at some point, which is the first Rockstar Pass stuff, but we don't get it on PC till a few weeks or something.
I'm pretty sure as a part of that you get the New Jersey Cemetery.
Oh, we haven't gotten that yet. Then maybe it's that they're talking about. But
Okay.
either way, there's a
it was a
delay
pre-order
on
map
PC.
pack,
Yeah,
and it's fragmented to the point where no one wants to play those games because no one is playing those games.
That
And
sucks.
it's because all it is deathmatch and team deathmatch
Oh, no Gang Wars or Painkiller?
No.
Oh, okay, that sucks.
On that New Jersey Cemetery map.
That sucks.
And I've never played that map because of it. So,
oh, but yeah, you pre-ordered. Okay. Well,
yeah,
wow, that sucks.
I have that map, but I've
sucks.
never played it because it is not in regular circulation. I wish it did the Halo thing of like, okay, so we're going to jump you in this game, and oh, look, all these players have the DLC, so we're going to put these maps into the rotation. Of what
You're saying it's a separate playlist, like, entirely.
Yeah,
kind of like...
you have to specifically go and select, I want to play either deathmatch or team deathmatch, but you can't
I know
pick
even
which
Call of
one.
Duty's smart like that,
New Jersey Cemetery.
where you have those separate playlists for it, but you also have the ability to...
Well, it's like
shit,
if everyone in your party has the DLC, then
Yep.
it'll start searching for other players with the DLC.
Yeah.
It doesn't work the same way in Halo, because you can... Only a few different playlists are DLC required.
Yeah.
But if you go and you search for a game, it'll search based on your like player party.
It'll be cool.
Stuff.
They put out like the multiplayer for Max Payne. It's like some not free to play, but like a kind of standalone. Like, yo, come play some multiplayer. Do it. I just want more people playing it. Then again, there's enough people playing it on PC. Like, it's still easy to get into a game and everything. But
yeah, it's still really quick on Xbox too.
Okay. Yeah, the population.
Provided you don't play in New Jersey Cemetery.
Or like 3 a.m.
It kind of sucks because I have that map, but I can't do anything with it.
One day.
One day maybe. A little.
Time will come.
Enough people will have it.
Yeah.
You go to town and people want that cemetery. So yeah, other than Max Payne.
Well, I said the Magic game. I've been playing some more Hero Academy.
Okay.
And
did we mention last time? I don't remember if we actually.
I don't know if we did. Hero Academy is coming to Steam.
Team Fortress Team. I think we did. I remember.
I feel like we mentioned
we did.
This exactly like
yeah,
this.
I think we did talk about it.
That's still exciting news. So woo!
Is that in July too?
August 8th.
Oh fuck. Okay. I knew there was a July in there.
And then me and Riccio have been playing Kingdom Rush.
Oh, I thought you were going to mention the other thing we played.
What other thing that we played?
The Wiggity Whack beat game?
I didn't think there was anything to mention there.
Oh, DJ Hero. We went back. We revitalized the franchise.
The only 2 people online.
We brought it
DJ
back.
Hero.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, we played some DJ Hero for like, I don't know. And in total...
I accidentally went and searched for an Xbox Live opponent, and
Yeah.
it just sat there for like a full 3 minutes before I realized I was searching for an Xbox Live opponent, and no one had jumped in the game.
Yeah.
I was like...
We even went on a
Right.
mission to find DJ Hero 2.
Really?
Just shit, like...
Went to, like,
fucking,
4 different
Yeah,
stores
4 different
and-
retailers, and...
And
Nope.
nobody had DJ Hero
Nope.
too.
No,
They
each
don't.
one of them was like, yo, we were selling those off for like $5 like a few months ago because we just wanted to get that fucking stock out of our store, and
Oh my god.
too bad. Too bad for
That's
us.
a dead franchise.
If anybody out there has DJ Hero 2 is willing to part their copy of it to us, let us know.
Or if 2 people have it because me and Riccio want to play online.
Or if you're just nice, let us know. Send it our way.
Yeah.
But
We will buy them off you. Don't
yeah,
worry.
Jesus.
yeah.
Oh my god, I really want to play DJ Hero 2 now. After playing that for like an hour and a half in total that we played, the fucking God.
Just on cast, it was like an hour and a half. But
Okay.
Oh, really?
the night before cast, when we
also-
decided we wanted to do it, we played for like 3 hours.
Well, we
Seriously?
were looking at my pile of games, or he was at his place, obviously, but I was going through my pile of games. I'm like, we can play DJ Hero. I was like, yeah, it's fucking, yeah, I want to play DJ Hero right now. We found our boards, our platters? No.
Mixers.
Mix. DJ
Scratch-
Hero controllers.
They are officially called DJ Hero boards
Boards?
Oh, really?
Perfect.
So-
Okay.
Done. So, yeah, we found our things.
or turntables. I think is what
Turntables,
Activision
yeah, that
calls
works
them,
too.
Yeah.
My batteries had exploded inside mine, but that's cool. I just fucking threw some new ones in there.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, this is when I found out that my iPad is a terrific Skype.
Oh, yeah, that
Microphone.
thing
Does
works.
it have a really nice mic in it?
Yeah, I set it down on like the ottoman beside
Yeah,
my
yeah,
couch
yeah.
there where I have all my like
Yeah.
But what's
computer
weird
stuff.
is...
I just put it down there and I was like sitting up playing DJ Hero and I was,
Well, the
like,
funny part
perfect
is he's
quality.
like, oh, hold on, I'm just going to go pick up my turntable thing. And he gets up and he walks like across his room and like almost out of the room. And I still hear him like he's right next to the iPad. I'm like, you're moving? What is this?
Really?
It doesn't sound good, but it sounded good.
Decent.
Yeah.
Decent.
for the fact that it's a device I already have and it's just like, load the Skype app on this and it's a
Yeah.
speakerphone app.
That's
So-
pretty awesome. I've done it on my phone a couple of times, and it's been pretty good.
Yeah. But
Maybe the difference is that the speaker is really good on the iPad compared to the iPhone.
the only thing is it does pick up everything in the room. So it's not as bad as like the Kinect where like someone can drop like a plate upstairs in your room across like 3 bedrooms away and like down in your hall in another floor. And you'll be like, oh shit, what was that? Did you break a plate?
Seriously?
I know that description was like through walls.
Yeah, like
Didn't make any sense. It was a
Jesus
maze
Christ.
in space.
Give a maze.
The amount of words you put in there made it sound like it was
Good.
far away. So
Good. I just kept going. I'm like, fuck, I gotta redeem myself. Maybe I just keep saying stuff.
Whatever comes to your mind, you're good with it. Just keep spewing it
I
out.
was gonna like say a retort to that, and I'm just glad it didn't come out of my mouth.
Really?
Oh, that was a bad retort. Anyway, so yeah, DJ Hero. What else? What else did you play again? Keep going.
Kingdom Rush was the last
Yes.
thing, pretty much. I discovered that game last Christmas.
Yeah, you said December.
Where I had an iPad, and I think my dad had one already. And I just bought it on a whim because it was a new release game.
So it was a tower defense game, by the way.
Yes. I think it started as a Flash game.
Yeah,
years
it's
back.
an
or
Armor
something.
Games thing. So it's. I think it was on there. I don't know. I always used to play games on like Miniclip, and it was always Armor Games were the best ones. So
yeah. So
lot of development.
they brought this to iPad last Christmas.
Yep.
And it was $3.99. It was only on iPad. It hadn't been on iPhone yet.
Mm-hmm.
And me and my dad bought it, and pretty much kind of played that for. Because I stayed at my parents for like a week, so I bought it the second day I was there. So me and my dad were just playing that game for like 5 days.
aren't fucking tower defense
And,
games
like,
crazy?
Yeah, especially this one.
Yeah, I know.
This one's crazy. And they released it on iPhone like
3
days ago.
Yeah, 2-3 days ago.
Yeah.
Or start of the week. So
for
yeah, I guess
99
Monday.
cents. And it's just as good as the iPad
It's the same
version.
thing. It's just smaller.
Yeah.
And I guess you have to zoom
the
in more to see stuff.
The benefit
but-
of the iPad version is that the entire battlefield is on the screen at the same time.
Yeah, so you don't
As
have
opposed
to.
to the iPhone version, we have to kind of
swirl
scroll around a
around,
little
yeah.
bit. But
It's not that bad, honestly. Without knowing about that iPad version, it is just a fucking amazing experience on itself. So
Breaking news.
we talk about a lot of iPhone stuff, don't we?
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
I just bought it.
You just bought it.
I just bought
literally. Did we just sell you on it?
Look at
Dan said, "Yo, Christmas," and then he's like, oh, "I love
Look at-
Christmas. I gotta buy this game."
Well, I heard about it before the podcast, but yeah,
if
it's
there is
loading
a
right now.
single tower defense game that you want to buy, this is probably the one.
So I guess we should just warn that Devin's not gonna be talking for the rest of this podcast because
Yeah,
he's gonna be like.
start off Kingdom Rush.
Yeah, well, it's loading right now, so we've got some time.
But yeah, no, it's
You
a
got like
lot of fun.
2 minutes.
There's a lot of cool stuff, and there's strategy for like how you want to build your towers and talent points almost that you could place and stuff. It's pretty cool.
But the crazy thing about that is that you respec at any time.
Yeah,
So even though you've been putting all your stuff into like arrow towers or mage towers or something, if you're like, okay, I want to try this challenge level where I only have to use like siege towers.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to take all my
Flip
points
'em.
out of everything, and I'm just going to put it into siege towers and the little farmers that I can summon, so they're stronger and stuff.
I think one of my favorite things is
Well, there's 4 tower types in that game. There's arrow towers, mage towers,
Yeah.
garrison towers, and siege towers. So you mentioned the parallel to ice towers with the garrison towers,
yeah.
which I didn't make the connection with. Most of the tower defense games have
Magic,
ice towers, which will
frost.
slow people down.
This one's little troops that kind of stand there and shield block things to
Yes.
slow them
so
down.
there's three troops come out of each of these garrison
Yeah.
towers, and they will each block an enemy until they are killed or
Yeah.
until they kill the
So
enemy.
it's like ice towers. It's pretty cool. I don't know. I like it.
It's an interesting. You're right. It's an interesting variation on the normal tower defense formula.
I want to mention one thing. What I like is that the game's only 99 cents, and there are in-app purchases. But I bought one for no reason, just because I was like, "Oh, that's cool. Let's try it. I like this guy."
Well, those heroes.
Yeah, you get heroes.
Yeah. They are a new addition as of maybe a couple months ago.
Yeah.
So they weren't in the iPad version when I played it.
But
okay.
it's just to say, like, if you don't buy them, there's really
You still
fuck it. Like, it's not
three
even.
of them come with the game, and there are 3 more that you can buy.
Mew is pretty much because I looked at them, and one of them's like, "Yo, you can just click or touch, and he'll just teleport around the map." I'm like, "That sounds cool. It's not whatever, 99 cents. Don't know why I'm doing this." Boop. I was bored.
Well, okay, so it's a traditional tower defense game. Everyone kind of runs down lanes, and you have different spots that you can build towers. As you progress through the game, you unlock. There's 3 levels of towers that you can build, and just upgrade them down one path. But once you get further into the game, you get the 4th level of each tower, which they can branch in 1 of 2 paths.
Yeah.
So, for instance, the archer tower can become either like an elven tree rapid fire arrow thing, or it can become a slower firing, really powerful like musketeer tower or something.
Yeah.
And each of those have special abilities that you can upgrade on them once they're the 4th level tower.
I think one of the misleading things about that game is when you're doing upgrades, you look at the attack speed on some stuff, And some of them are like, this one's super slow. I'm like, oh, that's probably really sucks. I'm going to take it anyway. And it fires still like normal, like okay speed, like just perfect.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Really?
It's like slow compared to what it was before.
Compared to other ones. Yeah,
but that game is really fun.
And there's 2 abilities. You get this like fireball from the sky.
Do we always play a different iPhone game like every goddamn?
I think we
do.
pretty much. What was last?
Maybe
Maybe
like
like
enough. It's great.
Pocket pad corner pod
We should.
pocket pod
Why don't we
Name
do,
this segment?
pocket pod.
Why don't we do like a review
Picky
on
pocky.
whatever the weekly one is, and we can all throw our own little information on it.
Can you just call it like
We can make
potty
an app
pocket?
of the week.
Yeah, app of the week.
Potty pocket.
No, we're not doing Potty Pocket.
It's like Polly Pocket, but potty pocket.
Let's not do that.
Wait, what
Okay.
did Devin say? What was the story? What was the story? What was the title?
App of the week.
App of the week.
App of the week.
Well, that's dumb. I like we should have it like potty pocket or something.
Oh my god.
But yeah, in Kingdom Rush, you get these fireballs you can shoot down from the sky. So if you're in an emergency, you need to kill like a big enemy or wound a bunch of smaller enemies, you can shoot that down. But it has a really long recharge time.
Which, by the way, is a game you can pull out and play on your potty pocket.
And you have these farmers that you can summon. You can summon 2 of them, and they're just the same as the garrison blockers. But you can through your like cross game upgrade tree, you can give them more health and then slowly improve them into better troops. So you can make them militia, and then you can make them like knights, and then you can make them
Better
like
spear
legionnaires or something.
throwers
And then the last levels they can throw their spears instead of just stabbing them.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy shit. It's tower defense craziness. It's
Awesome.
good.
Yeah, but even though there's only 4 towers,
Yeah, there's a lot of
there's
variation.
variations once you get to the 4th level of them, and then there's tons of abilities within those variations.
Yeah, and there's challenge
and there's-
modes and everything.
I think there's maybe 25 levels, I want to say.
Maybe.
Maybe
Sure.
a little less than that. But each of those levels has the base game and then 2 challenge versions
Yeah.
of it. Plus, once you beat the game, there are 3 bonus levels, which are all impossibly hard. And then each of those has 2 challenge levels on it. So there's a lot of
I'm
content in
excited.
that game for 99
I'm
cents.
excited.
Or $2.99 on the iPad. So,
It does sound pretty good.
yeah.
I bought it.
It's a little crazy. We're sorry for...
If I wish I should
you
probably
get
just
that
put like
game.
an Xbox in front of Devin while we're doing these and just be like, "Hey, Devin, this one game's really cool on the Xbox. Did you buy it? Good. Now we can play multiplayer." By the way,
Oh my
so.
god. No.
Okay, so this week's app of the week was Kingdom Rush.
This week's Potty Pocket playable was Apra. Fuck, what was it?
What was that? Did you just say Apra?
I said App Rush. Night Rush.
App Rush.
Yeah.
Kingdom Rush.
Potty Pocket
I just
playable.
How can you never? Okay, Riccio has mentioned to me
Premium
that
Pocket.
like,
Potty
hey,
Pocket.
how's that game that we've been playing with the knights and the
I always call it the armor game.
the armor game? And I'm like, Kingdom Rush, and he's like, yeah, that one. Every single
I've
time
been playing
we
it
speak
for
about
like
it.
3 days.
I don't understand how you cannot remember the game you're playing.
The game you're playing? What was that game name, Devin?
Kingdom
Don't
Rush.
Put your fucking phone down.
No, look, it don't even have it unlocked yet.
Put your Potty Pocket playable device premium.
Kingdom Rush.
I guess
Device is an
last
upside
week's
down P.
I guess last week's app of the week was Plague Inc.
Yeah.
Kind
Right?
of.
Was
No,
that
that was
weird?
last week. That was a
The
few
week
weeks ago.
before,
I don't know what
and
the
then
fuck we played
last week was...
That was the first audio podcast was Plague Inc.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mentioned the air thing, the air simulator thingy, where you have airports last week, I think.
No, it was also it was
But that's
Hero
not something
Academy
that-
again.
Hit 'em Academy?
Hero Academy's.
Hero Academy.
So last week's
Hitamari.
Potty Pocket playable premium was... No. Keep fucking
Potty-
adding on to that.
It's going to be like 20 things long by the end of this goddamn podcast.
Squeaky chair. Potty Pocket playable premium plus.
So write that down.
Preservation.
Write that down.
Peak. Today's peak. Potty Pocket. Okay, fuck it. Anyway,
Oh,
God, I really want to make
Kingdom
this a
Rush. Get it? 99 cents. Worth it.
good, fun.
awesome.
Whoa, those are 2 good sentence words. That anyway, make a sentence. Anything else you played, Dan?
No,
Jesus Christ.
that's pretty much it.
It's good.
I kind of this will lead into what we all played.
Yeah.
Spelunky
Yeah.
just came out for Xbox Live Arcade.
Or I like to call it Potty Pocket Spunky. No, okay, that's bad. But Spelunk, I keep calling it Spunky for some reason. Not Potty Pocket. I'm done saying that word now. I think I just crossed the line.
A couple of them. You're over like...
Devin, do your lines feel crossed?
Huh?
So yeah, Spelunky. That is a cross between The Binding of Isaac and Super Meat Boy.
Yeah,
Is
it's
what
pretty
that
cool.
is. It is the side-scrolling controls of Super Meat Boy.
You can
but with
whip
the
a
same
crack.
kinda- What?
Whip a crack. It's a whip sound.
Yeah, you can
Whip ha.
Good Friends reference. Good.
Yeah.
It's timely.
I am Chanandler.
Oh my
The
god.
Chan handler. That's bad. Okay. Oh wait, no, isn't that something Chan? Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Don't quote me, anybody.
A Chan
I'm not a Chan handler. So Spelunky is a pretty good game on the Xbox. It's 1,200 Microsoft points, and it's like a side-scrolling.
It turns you into a Chan handler.
No, it's a side-scrolling random map generating
Play with 4 friends.
cave
and
story.
Totally screw them
Dark
over.
Souls. Dark Souls cave story.
Yeah, Dark Souls cave story.
What?
With Mr. Driller kind of like, hey, you're getting this deep, but it's actually whatever. Anyway, I'm
just like
fucking
those.
throwing
You're
shit
just throwing games together.
But they all make sense. If people have played those obscure weird games, you'll know.
Sometimes I wonder if Riccio just has a dartboard back there. Where he just throws darts at it and we can't see it. I'm going to say this word and this word. And
I'm just trying to figure out next week's Potty Pocket Premium Plus playable
Patty.
portable.
Portable patty. Polly Pocket Premium.
Okay, so anyway, to actually
Patty.
explain what the hell this game is, it's a side-scrolling, jump-around kind of platformer. If you die, you're dead. You restart from one,
it's
like...
a roguelike.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
roguelike.
yeah.
Except for roguelikes are more top-down, kind of... It's not...
Traditionally, this is the same format as
It's not really. A roguelike is more like an RPG kind of... You go... It's kind of, but it's more RPG
this
as what roguelikes are.
This is a roguelike in the same way that Binding of Isaac is a roguelike.
I think it's not... Roguelike is the term. It's an arcade-style kind of one-life thing.
No, you end
With
up
high
with like
scores
2,
and-
don't you? I think
No.
you have really...
Well, what would you call Binding of Isaac then?
Yeah.
That's a roguelike because it's in top-down, go deeper, and it's room-per-room type weird things, kind of.
That's what Spelunky is. Randomly
Kinda,
generated.
it's- yeah.
Moving between rooms. You collect different items as you go through your playthroughs.
I think it's just because... Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I feel like the roguelike just has more RPG into it because of the old-school actual roguelikes, but could be wrong.
I think you're wrong.
Let's just say it's like Dark Souls, but platforming. Not really.
Dark Souls is not a roguelike.
Not at all.
Fucking... It's a hard game, this game, and you die, and when you die, you're dead. It's violent.
The game that we played, okay, we re-recorded our first ever four-player dry run
Potty
of a
Pocket.
game, and
Oh my god. Not gonna let it go. It's gonna be constant through the whole thing.
It's good now. I swear it's out. So yeah, we did a 4-player dry run. All 4 of us. Me, Dustin, Devin, Dan. Why don't I have an M name? D name. why do I have an M name or an R name?
I don't know.
I could be like... I was going to say Danish. I don't want my nickname to be Danish.
Alright, your nickname's Danish. From now on. Alright, Dan?
deal.
Awesome.
I can be Deal. Anyway.
Nope, you're Danish.
So yeah, that game is a little nuts with 4 players.
Yeah.
It's meant to be played single player,
Yeah.
like
Oh, for
Binding of
sure.
Isaac or Super Meat Boy or something. But it has the option to play 4-player, not really split screen because it still follows
Follows the
the
flag
first
carrier.
player
Yeah.
who's carrying a little white flag on their back. So that's letting you know that, hey, this is the person that can buy things and go through the door and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But if the flag carrier dies, you can it kind of
Somebody
get
else.
passed off
Yeah.
to
Yeah, it moves
I don't know
sequentially
if
through
it-
the players.
I don't know,
It always moved to
Dustin-
you second, and you were second player.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
all right, yeah. So it does it that way, which is kind of nice. Where you're,
I don't think I ever finished one of those levels alive.
So I just
Like,
want to
I was
mention
always dead.
one thing about the multiplayer though is that if you guys have, if anybody who's listening to this has ever played the new Super Mario Bros. And how you could accidentally kind of kill your friends, and this because death is kind of permanent-ish, though you can kind of res people at some weird kind of coffins.
Yeah, but those coffins are randomly generated,
yeah.
so there's no reliable way to do it.
So what's different in this one is in Mario you kind of went into a bubble and it's like, hey, you can hit me and I'll come back to life. And this one it's like you become a ghost that can blow and like blow wind and you can
Or
push,
spin around in circles.
or spin
for
around in
no
circles.
reason.
That is ridiculous.
But you can push other players with your wind and like throw them into spikes or like murder them and stuff So it's like
You
the
can do it
ultimate.
to players or like if
players
you're
or
actually
enemies.
trying to play cooperatively, you can do it to the enemies.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
but it's that ultimate kind of
Dick move.
possible.
Like, hey,
it's
you
so
fucking got me
possible, yeah.
killed. I'm gonna come and fuck with you right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's easy to get your friends killed. Like our buddy Dustin, well, he did a multi-kill.
Yeah,
I'm not
he
gonna say
killed
what
him.
happened, but yeah,
Yeah.
that was by accident. He's like, "What if I?" Oh
I think.
shit!
I think.
And then he just started laughing.
Yeah,
And he's like, I'm carrying the
and then me
flag
and Dan
now.
started blowing all over him.
I think
trying to kill him.
the worst thing though is the animation when you hit the spikes.
Yeah, so you just
Oh my God.
slowly,
You slowly slide down, and there's like single drops of blood
Yeah,
kind of coming out.
it's like
And
cartoonishly
you can pick up
vicious.
characters' bodies and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you carry. I think Riccio carried Dustin's body
This
around.
is
for,
my
like-
body.
Yeah.
Just carried it around to the end of the level.
Yeah, and then like threw it. We're done here.
That body
But
was
you
today's
then we
body.
discovered you can pick up living characters when you started picking me up and
Yeah.
throwing
yeah,
me around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You can pick up other multiplayer. people
Also, you
and
have
throw them
bombs
around.
that destroy parts of the world. Like you can kind of dig your way around, which also murders people.
pretty quickly.
As well as hooks that you can shoot upwards and then hang from because they have ropes to climb out of stuff. It's cool. There's a lot of cool
I think
stuff.
you got jammed in a corner or something.
Yeah.
When you start that game normally, it's you get 4 of each
Yeah.
thing. So you get 4 life, 4 bomb, 4 rope. So in 4 player, you each get 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you each have 4 life.
And you also gain money and stuff, which you can go to shops and kind of buy your way to having more of that.
And I will note that
And anger the shopkeeper by
there's,
accident. and
well,
have
there was
him-
like another dude below him. who-
Well, yeah, and you and I were ghosts, so we went over and we like blew air and we were like, what's gonna happen? And the shopkeeper up top is just
Pulls out a
jumping
shotgun,
around,
fucking goes insane.
yeah. You will pay for your crimes.
Yeah, I don't quite fully
It's
understand.
fun. You know what? It seems like it's going to be another one of those addicting kind of Binding of Isaac. Like, how deep can I get? That's bad.
It's just
There's leaderboards.
I think
Yeah,
your issue with it is that Binding of Isaac was at a $5 price point. And
This
this
is
is at 15. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that is your big issue with it.
Yeah, I have to play more of it because literally, what do we play? Like 20 minutes, then deathmatch, and just got the fuck out.
pretty
so-
much.
It was not a productive.
No,
Yeah.
it was
through.
not.
like
I
a
don't
Binding
think,
of Isaac where you're like, okay, I'm still going on discovering what these items do.
The thing is,
and-
there seemed to be items that you could find in like from the shopkeeper. Like there was some boots that had spikes on them. There was this glove thing, which maybe I guess you can hold bombs longer. So, like I think there are actual items you can get.
oh, for sure.
yeah, it's just
like,
sometimes they're randomly dropped. Like
Yeah.
when we all died within about 5 seconds of each other, except
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
The last one of our corpses dropped spike boots.
Yeah,
So I guess that's something to like, whatever they did, it was like to help you out,
yeah,
like finishing the area. And then we just blew you into spikes or something and killed you.
yeah. You
Anyways.
blew me pretty hard. But that game's pretty cool. I don't know. Check out the dry run. Check out what you think.
yeah.
But
not sure how I
I'm
feel
gonna have
about
to
it.
play more of it. I'll probably end up casting it because that looks like a fun game for me. Just
Yeah,
fucking
our
get
dry
angry
run
at.
was not
a good
the best
look.
representation
'Cause we didn't
of
play
what
single
that game
player.
actually is.
We
No,
just kind of
no.
went in and died, and we're like, that was good.
But I think it
The,
speaks to that game
Oh,
that
for sure.
it has this entire single player component as well as this like crazy mayhem awesome
I think I would
couch
like to play-
co-op thing.
Yeah, so the co-op is also only local. There's no online. At least that we can find. There was
Yeah.
no online. But
it also has deathmatch,
yeah,
which is
insane.
just like
bombs blow up the ground and there's spikes.
well,
It's
like
crazy.
the map you put us on had like what,
spikes all along the ground.
There's like five pieces
platforms.
of dirt, and then I was like, hey, why don't we max out bombs?
which
Just
was
throwing.
and then there was a laser that if you were standing still too long
Yeah.
would just kill you.
Yeah,
Like, what,
So it ended
really?
up with this strategy of who can like hang on the rope and then toss a bomb at the right angle
Yeah.
and knock the people down to the spike. But that was still crazy.
Oh
It was
yeah,
fun.
for sure.
And there was like what, like 10, 15 maps there?
yeah.
I wish we could try.
And I know that there are other areas in that game. I think there's like 5 worlds.
Yeah.
And there,
I
there
think
is 10 or
quickly
15.
browsing through the achievements, it's like jungle and other stuff.
Yeah,
so.
there are 10 or 15 multiplayer maps for each of those worlds.
But
intense.
I don't know. I'm definitely going to play more of it because it does look neat, but I'm going to get that vibe where it's going to be like Binding of Isaac or like even Diablo where you just get invested into a character and just fucking cry whenever you die. There's no saving, so
Nope, no saving.
Yeah.
fun.
Kind of go as far as
Probably
you
going to
can.
become a huge leaderboard whore with that. See what I can do.
That would be interesting if Binding of Isaac had like a leaderboard.
Yeah, I don't know how.
I
that
don't
would
think it
work,
wasn't
though.
designed with that in mind.
No, I don't. It definitely wasn't. But
Yeah,
I think the only reason that Spelunky has it is because it is a like promoted Xbox Live.
Yeah, but I mean,
only
there's also
release.
something like you can get
Oh.
money. And
Okay, so let's
score.
integrate some of this Xbox Live stuff.
Yeah,
into it.
but I mean, if you look at Spelunky, it actually has like money you get that can be used as leaderboard. Like, yes, I know Binding of Isaac has money you can get, but there's less scory aspects to it.
Yeah, true.
But I don't know. It's cool.
Also, it was Binding of Isaac was built as like a really single player only game.
Oh,
yeah.
It's like some indie thing that came out on PC only. You know,
Yeah.
so
I actually had always heard of Spelunky for a little bit, and then I was just never checked
Spelunky has been out on PC for years. I want to say.
it. So I thought it was called Spelunker. wasn't it?
Spelunker was an NES game.
Okay, that's what
Oh,
that's what I'm
okay.
thinking
That
of.
I think what all this like stuff is kind of
Which is kind of like
based
Cave
out of.
Story looking ish, which is what I thought it was. I was like, I don't really feel like getting this because I still have Cave Story to beat. And then you were like, no, it's kind of like you die in roguelike. I'm like, well, okay, let's check it out. So
And I thought we were going to sign into my profile and play, but then you're just like, no, I'm just going to fucking buy it.
Buy it. I don't really have money. Let's buy it. It's fucking goddamn Canadian. Like, hey, do you want to spend $5, $7, $15, or $30? Because the 15 is not enough. Because it's less points. It's Canadian. Fucking goddamn. Anyway, other than that, is there anything else on? Oh, do you want to segue into what else we've all played?
Yeah.
Resident Evil 6.
Yeah.
Demo?
Yeah, that was
The
We
demo?
recorded a dry run of that.
Yes, check that out as well.
Because you have an early copy.
Yeah, I have the Dragon's Dogma access code.
Is
from
that
it.
like putting in the disc and then installing it from a Dragon's
yeah,
Dogma menu option? So
you
there's
had-
no key. It's just
No, you
like-
put in a key, which when you went to Dragon's Dogma in the main menu would enable an option that said download demo, and you download the demo. And
Oh,
that's
wow.
it. So
Oh,
weird,
okay.
fucked up way to do it.
So it's
but
like having a new copy and retaining the copy.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
it's crazy.
But can you play the demo from outside Dragon's Dogma? Okay. All
Yeah,
right. So
it's literally just the download. And I mean, people have already just ripped that download off, and you can put it on a USB stick and all this shit. So
Oh, really?
it's not like it's impossible to get if you don't have it.
I guess it's exactly the same idea of how the
Anarchy
Ghost
Reign?
Recon Future Soldier
Oh yeah,
demo worked, where it was just like, hey, you need to have kept Murder Cell Conviction for like 2 years, but then you just download it and then you can do whatever you want with your conviction disc.
or you can just get a key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, we played some Resident Evil 6 demo, and I don't know. The demo has
It's-
Leon, Chris, and Jake's.
Jake,
yeah.
the
Jake, yeah.
Saints boss.
Yeah, so it has 3 different campaign little areas in it, and they are clearly very different, all of them, like the gameplay style,
Yeah.
while all maintaining kind of heavy action.
It's very action oriented. It's not.
And you're right, as weird and as like wonky as that game is, I totally
interesting.
want to see the story.
Yeah, the
Oh, yeah,
story
yeah,
is
yeah,
fucking
for sure.
seems like it's crazy. Like, I don't even watch the quick look. The quick look. I keep calling them quick looks. Damn you, inspiration.
Dry run.
Check out a dry run. Just because, I mean, you kind of get a hint at what the Chris Redfield, right?
Yes.
Yes.
What his
non-melon packed.
his melon arms have gone down. He's now a Max Payne drunk, and oh man, it's
intense. Like, it's super intense, and I'm really interested in seeing.
You can
where that
do
story goes.
dives backwards and shoot
Yeah.
the gun
And
in
shuffle.
midair.
this.
and then you
this
can like
Perfect.
dives, roll, sprint when you're already sprinting. Fucking roll over shit. Take cover. Goddamn. Fucking.
Slide along the ground on your back.
The follow camera is a little weird
Yeah.
for me, though. Like,
Well, everything's
it's,
really
it's
close.
weird because
Yeah.
it's closer to what a third-person shooter should be, but it's like not quite there yet. It kind of
Yeah.
has some like action game stuff in it, in that
Yeah.
the camera isn't always over the shoulder,
Yeah.
but it does have kind of a looser aim because you can look around without turning your
It's weird
character.
because you can kind of
Sure.
say that it's close and everything, but when you're playing, it is never actually annoying. It always
No.
is good, which is I
Yeah.
think awesome somehow.
It seems like there are a lot more button combinations.
Yeah,
There's a lot more depth to the controls.
when
in
it's
that
loading,
game.
it's like, okay, the A button is for sprint, but if you hit A button with the left trigger and do that, but if you hit A button with the right bumper, it's going to go ahead and reload your healing items. If you go ahead and hit the A button while hitting this button, you can actually flip around. If you want to do this with the A button, you can hop over and take cuts. What the fuck is this A button? So,
A button's your do everything button.
yeah, and that's like, oh,
And,
why
like,
does this
combining
B
the
does
left
this?
trigger with stuff changes
covered
things
diving and rolling and sliding?
And like random jump kicks and shit.
Yeah, so...
I don't know. It seemed really cool. I want to see what
It's-
the story's like. I want to see.
My one complaint is
And
moving around
I love the
Yeah.
voice of the Saints Row boss
Yeah.
guy. So
for Jake.
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, the controls for moving around, they work except for instead of like a standard third-person shooter where left and right is strafing and back it's backpedaling, it's 360-degree pointing. So if you push like back left on your stick, he's gonna face that way and run in that direction, even though the camera's not pointing there.
Well, it's like you're running around in an action game where the camera's not locked to
but
where
it's
you are
with
aiming.
a locked thing.
But it's...
Well, they have an they have a revert camera.
Well, it's weird. It's when you're running around, it's like a third-person character action game where it's like you kind of run around freely and you can rotate the camera freely.
Yeah.
But when you're in your like aiming mode, it
then
like locks really up close to your shoulder.
Like it covers half the screen.
Yeah.
I mentioned that in the Leon part where it's literally.
But then you're aiming like it's a third-person shooter.
Yeah.
So it's really odd and a weird mix of stuff, but it feels
actually
okay.
my one complaint about how the camera works would be the hold back and hit A button where you kind of flip into a 180. The camera doesn't always follow you when you do that.
No, it like pumps through your chest a couple of times.
No. Well, the thing is your character turns around and then you go to aim because you want to kind of turn around and aim, but because your camera didn't turn around, you're still facing where you were. It's kind of hard to explain. You 180 and you pull out your gun, but then you end up turning back around again because the camera didn't follow you, so you're just facing back to where you. It's weird. There's some wonky shit with it.
Oh, for sure.
But
also
the
screen tearing.
The screen tearing is pretty bad, which is like ripping characters' faces in half
it's like,
as you're talking.
pre-rendered cutscene. These guys are gonna shoot their guns. Holy shit! Each edge of the muzzle flash has a separate screen tear that goes across the entire screen.
Yeah.
Oh god, what is happening?
It's always like eye level or mouth level, and it's like just weird
Really
and
distracting.
Yeah. It's almost putting me off getting the October 2 console versions and waiting for the PC version just so I can flip on VSync because it is fucking horrible.
When you pointed it out, it's all I could stare at.
Even if I wouldn't have pointed out, you'd been like, "What? Whoa! What is? Oh god!" So
it's really weird though because that's the same level of screen tearing as in Silent Hill Downpour. But when we played Silent Hill Downpour, we got used to that.
Yeah.
And we started not noticing it after a while.
Yeah.
Whereas in this, it's like every time it screen tears, you're like,
you
there was a
go to
fucking
zoom
screen
in,
tear
to go
right
into
there.
the aiming mode, and boom, fucking rip.
Yeah.
Turn
And
around,
you're like,
rip.
what is
Dive,
happening?
rip. Shoot, rip. Animation, rip.
Yeah,
Blow up in the distance, rip. It's like, whoa.
Though I will give them that. Those fucking barrel explosions.
They're fucking massive.
They are.
Like, you should be consumed and dying.
I don't know
like,
who the fuck is putting high explosives into barrels and leaving them around in areas, but
they explode good.
I feel like the dude who was coding that was kind of, he was like, he had a little bar, maybe it was 0 and 100%, and he's kind of scrolling like, you guys want this big? This big? And it's like a 20%. They're like, no, it's good. He's like, all right. And he just kind of left the left mouse button in and just fucking swiped it all the way to like 150 million%. You shoot it and like a city block explodes. It's weird.
It's crazy because the barrels are the same size as they have been in Resident Evil 4 and 5. And you're like, okay, so you're expecting this little like kind of contained explosion that is a little wider than the barrel.
Yeah.
And then it goes up, which doesn't really make a difference.
The barrel just fucking does not exist anymore.
Yeah,
it
just like combusts, and there's like flames just engulfing the entire screen in front of you, and it's just...
It looks cool. If there's one thing I can give that game is playing it feels like shit, but watching it, you're like, damn, that was really cool.
Yeah, it looks like you're watching an action movie.
Yeah.
It really does.
Especially when you were sliding along the ground there and seeing what we could do in a slide.
Yeah.
Where you're shooting the rounds and sliding forward and like jumping back and shooting the rounds. Like that was just awesome.
It's not a bad game. It just controls really weirdly, which I guess is kind of what's to be expected from a Capcom game.
I don't like the HUD changes though.
Neither do I.
No,
and
regenerating health.
They don't have. Yeah, that's weird. They don't have the numbers. On them. Resident Evil games have always had like, this is how much is in your clip. This is how much you have left.
Yeah.
Or maybe not always what you have left.
Yeah.
I think 4 had that where it was just like, okay, I'm gonna reload and this is what's in my clip, and it's just like a number that changes as you fire.
Yeah.
It's not like the bullets that count down or anything.
Yeah. One thing that I found distracting is the HUD actually flipped from left to right constantly as you were doing different things.
I think they should have left it on one side.
You can choose in the option menu, but I didn't actually try. So you can make it say follow your shoulder or set left, set right, and I never tried it. I hope.
That's because you had the switch left, switch right aiming toggle.
Yeah, but there's an actual HUD thingy too.
Even then, I wouldn't want that switch left, switch right stuff on. Anyways, it should always be over the right shoulder.
Yeah, there were a couple of times where you were doing.
I found playing Sheva in Resident Evil 5 because she was left-handed.
Yeah.
So she played over the other shoulder. I found that unplayable.
Really?
That's just like whenever some people, for some reason, when you play Counter-Strike and you flip the view models, like you put the right hand to the left hand, people just, for some reason, cannot fucking cope with that. And it's like, it's still aiming to the center of the screen.
Just
But, yeah.
the models are so used to it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I found the camera sometimes when you're doing the flippy action things would lag behind the character,
Yeah.
and I found there were a couple of times where you're doing a jump across a gap and the camera punched through your chest.
Yeah, I don't know, but sometimes that was kind of cool.
It was cool, but like there were a couple of times where you were fighting.
I should have showed you guys. When you back up against the wall and you're aiming, it goes into first person.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's just like right behind the gun, kind of perfectly, almost like down the sights. It's really cool.
I could see that being really awesome. But
But
I found a couple of times where you're like trying to move to fight some dude, and like the camera's just not responding at all to what you did.
It's a lot closer in.
yeah,
There was
it's
no point
claustrophobic.
of like where, because in Resident Evil 5 and in 4, whenever you were running, it would kind of like back out a little bit.
Yeah.
And sometimes you'd be able to see your feet depending on what you were running and what
Now it's like, check out these
area you were
pores.
in. Yeah, exactly.
So
I can see the hairs coming to the back of your head.
yeah. Also, I don't know why Josh Holloway is playing Leon, but not.
What?
Fucking love Sawyer from Lost.
What?
Josh Holloway, this guy from Lost. You guys never saw him?
No.
Check out a picture while I'm talking right now. Do it. But yeah, so that demo was, I think, roughly like 40 minutes long. Each one's like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. But
No
there's
local
split,
co-op.
yeah, at least not in the demo, there's no local co-op.
There was local co-op in the Resident Evil 5 demo.
Yeah, so...
Oddly enough, that was a menu option, but when we bought Resident Evil 5, we could not figure out how to do it.
yeah, hit start.
Even though it's like, you have to start a game, then press start, and then it kicks you out
Shoots you back
to a
into the menu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. That's fucking, yeah. Goddamn Capcom.
And there were nowhere in the instructions does it tell you how to do that.
Yeah.
Fucking weird.
Actually, we didn't actually try it on
Not
this one.
all was bad out of that feature being taken out,
Yeah.
so to say, of Resident Evil 5 because my brother did buy an Xbox and his own copy of Resident Evil 5 so we could play it together.
Nice.
So
Yeah,
That's
you know
pretty
what?
awesome.
I think it's still going to be fun to co-op and stuff. It's honestly, the only way that you can really, really enjoy this game is to just not approach it like an old school Resident Evil game. Just approach it like some fucking crazy action movie with zombies, and you will have fun while you struggle with the controls. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, other than that, demo's pretty cool. Check out that dry run. But anything else that you played that we all anything? Oh, well, did we talk about walking? Yeah, see Josh Holloway.
I'm just gonna scroll through while you talk all these pictures.
Oh
of him.
god, that guy's so fucking dreamy. No, he's actually awesome. I miss him from Lost because he had probably the best lines in that show.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Anyway, Dan and I played through The Walking Dead. That's something.
pretty
Episode
much the
2?
same except for one of the choices.
Yeah, which we won't say obviously. But
Though it did end up the same way.
wait, is it the choice where what I'm thinking of? Salt Lick.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, you actually?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that just hit home what you did. You hate. Anyway, okay, cool.
Really?
You didn't click into that?
No, when you told me that, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, you did that choice. Fucking wow, dude. Holy shit. Okay.
I'm really wanting to know.
Episode 2 of Walking Dead. Everybody, if you have not played these games, actually, okay,
Don't play it on Xbox.
don't play on Xbox maybe, but I actually showed my dad this game on Sunday night. I was like, hey, if you're bored, just sign into my Steam. Go check it out. I know you kind of like point and click games. Fucking 3 hours later, I signed back into Steam because I'd been signed out by him. I get this text or this message like, I just got signed out. I don't know what's going on. Like, I need to get back on. It's crazy. It's whatever. I'm like, okay, I'll show you how to get in offline mode. I get you in offline mode, and then he goes like another message at like 1 a.m, and he's like, I finished both episodes. When's the next one? That was fucking crazy. What was that? I don't even. Yes, more.
Really?
So, it's good. It's good.
Really?
Even people who don't even play games really. It's good.
That's great. Thank God he didn't play it on the Xbox.
What I noticed, and it was weird seeing somebody who I'm not saying he's bad at games, but someone who's not as like agile or it says, hey, push E on your keyboard because he was using a keyboard and mouse, and then you kind of he would look down and be like, where's the E again? Okay, us knowing that instantly knowing hitting E, he died a lot, and it was cool to see the fail states would reload you back like 10 seconds, not even. It'd be
Really?
like loading screen, boom, okay,
Yeah,
hit E again.
it is a story game.
So
Definitely
it is.
true.
It is. Yeah, other than choices being made really fast and you'd panic and be like, fuck, I didn't hit anything. Like, that would happen. But it added to it for him. So
yeah, fair enough,
I don't know.
yeah.
It's, dude, I don't care that it took like a month and a half, almost 2 months to get episode 2 out because of how awesome it feels. And seeing my dad kind of play through a bit of the first episode, there's some small shit that you will say that will come back in episode 2. Like, smallest things, even things that don't pop up in the top left being like, hey, you said this, will come back. Like, certain things that you teach or say to Clementine, she'll repeat.
And
it was weird. I was like, what the
wish
fuck?
there was a way to turn off the
notifications,
but leave on the circles. Yes.
I know.
There's no. And that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Because I would not like the notifications, but that game I feel would be unplayable without the circles.
Yeah. If I had to actually, I know it's kind of, if you have to enjoy this game, as much as I say get it on PC because it loads faster and kind of doesn't have these weird hiccups, I highly recommend still using a controller for it. Because ABXY...
Do not buy it on Xbox.
No, yeah. But ABXY, or I don't know if a PlayStation controller works for it, but if it does, ABXY or square, cross, triangle, circle, whatever, are so easy to remember for where your choices are, because on the PC it uses 1, 2, 3, 4. But when you mouse over stuff, and let's say you can move it, look at it, talk to person or whatever, give them something, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, but they're weirdly placed, and you're like, oh fuck, which one's 2? Like, you're looking at it.
Oh, okay.
Console, you just kind of whatever. Or controller, you just go over it. I know that's X because it's shaped in a weird, awesome way. So I don't know.
It's because the cursor is a cross.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
I say it's hard to 1, 2, 3, 4, but I mean it's just a row. Like not
so
sorry, a
Y
column.
is the top
1, 2, 3, 4. Like it goes downwards.
Where they are on the controller. So.
Yeah, it's not bad. But oh man, that is fucking I
wish that game was better on the Xbox. I really
can't
do.
believe it stutters that bad.
It's crazy how bad it is on the Xbox. I don't even know like where to start. When you're making decisions or like any choices in that game, it has locked up on me for like a full 15 seconds after me like.
I feel like every time
picking
it's checking a kind of like a fork in the road where it'd been like, okay, it's trying to calculate your choices that you've done before to play the correct cutscene.
And
then
it wasn't that bad in the first episode, but now because it's like trying to go through my data and like call back to everything.
Yeah.
And that stuff comes up so often in all the dialogue. Yeah. So it's like every second dialogue choice is like, oh, we're going to lock up for like 5 seconds here and everyone's going to stand still and then it's going to answer with
does
the
it skip
line that
or
you
does
want.
does it pause
it fully
or
the game basically freezes.
Okay, so as long as it's not skipping actual parts though, like you know what I mean, like skipping ahead the 5 seconds that it's locked up for. That would
but it's still like I think I mentioned this after I played the first episode. Whenever that game would start, the frame rate would start dying and it would start locking up more often. You'd be like, okay, action's going to happen. Great. Even though that game is supposed to be all about like this stuff could happen at any time. But now it was like, okay, the game is slowing down, so shit's about to happen. Yeah. It's Act 2, Episode 2 especially, there's some random like, holy shit, that just happened. Like, fucking, it's cool. That game grips you in ways that it's Play
crazy.
it, not on Xbox.
Yeah. I actually haven't heard anything about the PS3 version. I hope it's still good.
Telltale games have never been well optimized on PS3. That's just a history of them.
But I wonder if it plays better than the Xbox at least. So
yeah.
Anyway,
I don't know. Stick with PC, I would say.
Yeah.
The one problem with the PC version is that you are locking yourself in for the full $25 commitment. Whereas on the PS3 and Xbox, you have the option to.
Unlike the other Telltale games, I think if you buy one episode, unless you absolutely hate the shit out of it for some reason, you're automatically locked in for the next 4 or 5 or whatever. There's no way that you'd be like, oh, well, I don't care what's happening now.
Well, most Telltale games, but this
they
one
tie in
specifically
storyline, but
is like
Heavy Rain maximum.
No, it's like the Mass Effect choices. Because anyone who liked Mass Effect 1, the second they were like, yo, Mass Effect 2, keep your save file, everything's importing, like everyone that played that game and liked it was locked in from the rest of whatever they were doing with that series. Yeah. You know, and that they were just like, yes, absolutely, this is crazy, and I want to see where all of this goes. Yeah. That's what it's like in The Walking Dead.
I want to mention something. I was just watching some Twitch TV channels randomly on the weekend, and I stumbled across somebody playing Heavy Rain. Not going to spoil what was happening, but it was the end of the game. Okay. And because certain characters can die off and they won't appear there. There's some
dramatically different things that can happen.
dramatically like fuck. It's there was some weird shit. And I was like, that did not happen. And like the dude was missing certain things, so like the character would get like shot in the leg and it'd be limping and it'd be more like intense as he's climbing shit. And it was like fucking crazy. I really want to play that game through again.
That game, I've only ever played it through once, which is actually what the developer recommends.
Yeah.
David Cage says play that game once, leave it on yourself. Don't ever. Your first playthrough should be your only playthrough of that game because that is your story. I lost my favorite character of the game in probably the last 10 seconds of gameplay.
Oh shit.
But it was just like it was I was paying attention to the screen, everything. I just like missed something and he died and I was like, "Whoa. Oh. Okay."
So like I didn't have that moment. Everybody made it through mine. Nothing terrible happened, and seeing how people died in that final scene, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Well, my playthrough was headed for that like perfect run right up until that last second.
Yeah. You had a spelunky moment.
I can explain it to you after we're done the podcast.
You spelunked. You just died. It's over.
I don't know if you've ever played this game, Devin.
I've heard a lot about it.
You should really... Riccio, I know you don't lend games to people, but...
Fuck that.
I'll buy it.
You get it for like $15 now.
I'll find it on eBay somewhere.
You can watch it. Fucking let's play it. Pretend it's you.
No. Oh.
Man, okay, that's what I wanted to leave. It led up with a glitch of this game where, you know, the guy yells Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he also yells for his son, Sean.
Yeah.
And it was the final part of that game being played with him just yelling. Well, because that character was still alive for him.
I've seen that glitch. I
know
what
like,
you're talking about.
Sean! And then he's not even in the scene anymore, and you're still hearing, Sean! 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 So, but he wasn't saying his lines anymore, and every time he yells Sean, his mouth actually does that motion. So people are looking at him like, what are you doing here? He's like, Sean! And like screaming. I was fucking just laughing so hard.
Oh,
it's a great video.
It's awesome.
Oh, man.
Cannot wait for
that game was incredible, but I do not want to play it again.
I kind of want to, but I kind of don't. I
don't want to alter what I created
when
I played that game the first time.
Yeah.
I went back and started doing, because there's trophies in that game.
Yeah.
And there's basically one for each. There's two for each choice if we're going either way. So I started going back to some of the parts where you could get those easily one way or the other. And I did a couple of them, and I was like, no, this is really ruining it. I'm just going to stop. And then I never played that game again.
The thing is, I wanted to kind of go back and give it another playthrough, but I figured, this is way back when
the trophies are to the game's detriment.
Yeah, but back whenever it came out and I beat it once, I was thinking of, like, right away going back and doing it a second time. And then I stopped and I was like, it's going to be really hard for me to go through it and not make the same choices and be able to choose exactly what choices I want to do. At which point, it's not really a game anymore. It's me going, I want to try this time. I want and it would fucking just ruin it.
The way that game makes you press buttons really draws you into how the character is feeling in those moments. There is a point where you have to navigate through some deadly wires.
Oh, God,
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
But you are left, like, weirdly gripping the controller to get like all 5 of the buttons pressed, and then
that part
you're
I've actually
another one.
I think it's 3 times. Like, you have 3 choices. To 3 times to fuck up, because I remember missing it twice, and I was like, okay, he's still alive. Holy shit, he's just convulsing. Okay, like just like actually losing.
But there's the buttons in that game make so much damn sense. A lot of people knocked that game for like when they play the demo, where it's like, I have to hold 4 buttons to walk up a hill. This is fucking stupid.
Yeah,
but every time they do that in the game, it makes sense.
To be honest, there's only a few moments where it feels great. There's a few times you're like, oh, that's okay. Like, you should really open this car door thing and like hold, like flip. Like, okay, that makes kind of sense, but the parts where it's actually emotionally
the car part.
Yeah, that part's fucked too. But anyway, yeah.
I don't think spoilers will ever be allowed for Heavy Rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everyone should play that game.
I still think the revelation that kind of happens in that game is like, really? I was kind of like...
No, I thought it was good.
Really?
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised. I was like, the more I thought about it, I was like, oh, okay. Well, that's you got me. But yeah. Anyway, enough of that. Devin, well, is there anything? No, that's it for... I can't think of anything else that we would have played on that Saturday, because that's mostly where I think you got most of your gaming in.
No, I played League.
Played League? Okay.
Yeah, I played League. I got yelled at. That's probably usual.
I'm hearing everybody talk about the beta fucking not event thing you can use with League, where you kind of get free points to spend in that to try characters and like beta patches and then all this weird shit. I don't know.
I don't really follow that community anymore. It's kind of one of those things that I just like pick up every once in a while, I patch it, play for a couple of matches, and then don't touch it for a month or so. Yeah. So I have no idea some of the new characters.
Yeah, I know this week some character called Jace or something came out that a few of my buddies were excited for, and it came out and they're like, fucking piece of shit! I don't even fuck this game!
Yep.
Day later, I want to play Jace again.
Yeah.
Jace is good.
Yeah.
So, that game's really wonky.
Well, it's like, whenever a new champ comes out, they're always OP. They're always horribly unbalanced.
Yeah.
No matter what they are, they'll hit you like a freight train, and then everybody buys it, and then 4 weeks later, they get nerfed, and nobody plays them ever again.
I still play Lulu.
Yeah. No.
I got into the Dota 2 beta, and
dude,
I booted up that game to like maybe try a match. The interface in that game isn't so great, but one thing I did notice was there is a lot of fucking characters in that game.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of them.
What you should know about Dota 2 is that it is way more hardcore than League of Legends, to the point where League of Legends people get angry when you don't play properly or you feed and shit. Dota 2 is when you're in your lanes. The whole thing with Dota is, there's like creeps going whatever. What you have to do is when your creep, like on your team, is getting low health, and let's say if they kill it, they get extra money, you have to deny it by hitting them. But if ever you randomly auto-attack, you'll just fucking get cussed out. People are like, what the fuck are you? You clearly don't know how to play Dota. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to back up. I think I can steal this. I'm going to deny it. He's like, you shouldn't have done it that early. Fucking trying to keep the balance on that. I'm like, oh my god, okay, I'm clearly not understanding what the hell is the proper way to play this. And it's so... There's apparently only like one fucking way to do it, and if you mess up within like 5 minutes, it's just people just, okay, alright, it's over, done, fuck it, one person died, just leave it. It's
clearly the MOBA to play is Awesome Knots.
Yeah, Awesome Knot. I haven't played that in so long, but
I'm waiting till they release more characters.
Yeah.
Because I prestiged already, and I'm just waiting.
Did you check it recently?
They haven't put it in yet.
I don't even know. I hope they do it, but anyway. Man, fucking Dota's got hats and shit now, so whatever.
Awesome Knots was another thing I played for like half an hour, just because
Nice.
on my Xbox I was like, I'm just playing 2 matches of this, done.
People still play it?
Yeah.
Nice. That makes me happy. Anything else, Devin?
No,
We played Spec Ops. I
Yeah.
finished it, but I don't want to say. But
No. I'll probably finish that up tomorrow night.
And you're working on a review for it.
Yeah, I'm working on a review for it.
Without saying too much, I was kind of I was saying last time that there's some choices you can make which are kind of crazy. Oh no, I didn't say it last time. So
Yeah,
I
you
don't think
did.
I played
No,
it.
we-
Did I play- I played it on Tuesday, right?
We were talking about it where...
Yeah,
You had only just started it.
Yeah.
Until that.
I
actually,
was recently
first
tweeted.
thing.
The part where you tuned in, like where I tuned into your stream, was the exact part I had stopped. And I was like, I know exactly where this is. And then I was like, okay, I'm signing off. Bye.
But no, because I remember mentioning last time there was a certain choice that was pretty crazy. I was tweeted earlier this week by someone who's playing as well, and he told me that there's no way to not do that. So that kind of took it away from me. I was like, oh, okay, then that was a major choice that I was kind of excited for. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know that
We were thinking about it though, and we were with some knowledge of how that event goes down.
Yeah,
there might be another way,
yeah.
but there's no real way to have foreseen that on your first playthrough.
Yeah, so
of the
maybe
game.
I'll play through it again and try different things out. But either way, regardless of how that played out, the fact that that was like my storyline that I believe going through it, or even if that is the real storyline, or the only, whatever, that game has a fucking crazy story. Like
I'm loving it.
It is an insane approach at it, and the way it goes and keeps going throughout, and the way it changes, and the way characters change, and the way certain things progress, and different emotions you feel, and the way it even goes out is crazy. It's the one thing that if you don't realize as you're going through the game, read every single
Piece of
loading screen tip. It is not a tip. It is like the developers directly talking to you through some philosophical fucking crazy shit.
Really?
Yes, every single tip. Every single one of them. And it's insane. It's kind of like somebody posted on Reddit a lot of them, and just reading them was like, holy shit! That moment and that time in that game, if I would have read that, it wouldn't have clued in. But now going back and looking at it, it's crazy. It's crazy. That game is...
I've heard there's one of them that is just like, this is all your fault or something.
Yeah, it's like,
that.
what do you remember what you were here for? And it's just like, you beat the game and you kind of like go back and like, holy fuck. Like,
yeah.
What?
So I don't want to spoil what the ending is because it's kind of crazy. Calling it a mindfuck is kind of an injustice because a mindfuck's kind of like a one trick. Oh, fuck it. Yeah, there you go. It's a kind of revelation that is... Or, not a revelation, it's something. I don't even say it.
It is a thing.
It's a thing that you're just like, I have never, whoa.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So, it is
like as far as where I've gotten, without spoiling it, trucks.
Trucks?
Trucks.
Okay. That's not bad. You still have a lot kind of to go.
Yeah. No. I know I've got a decent truck left to go, but I'm sure I could sit down and hammer that out.
Yeah. The game's 6 hours, or a bit less long. But it has multiple endings. In fact, when I got, there's 4 different ways you could go about it. All of them incredibly different. Each of them with its own kind of like, oh shit, now this could happen, or this has happened, or what? It's just, I can't even explain it. There's 4 different endings, at least for mine. There's apparently even more than that if you get different things throughout. So crazy, fucking. I literally like applaud the shit out of Jaeger for making that. That was
for sure
the most sleeper hitty thing this year probably for me.
Who knew it was going to be like that?
It is like so hidden as you start. It's like third person generic kind of.
It was
fun.
not. It's not in any of the ads or anything that they promoted that game.
You know what? It is. I don't want to say.
They said they were going to say choices through gameplay, and the one they always showed was, I think it's like rescue some hostages or rescue like a CIA guy or something, and that's always what they showed at demos.
Yeah.
And so they said, okay, so, we'll choose through gameplay what you're going to choose as a thing in the game.
Yeah.
So that was what they always showed. And it was like, okay, yeah, this is kind of cool. But I guess from like what I've heard from you guys, it gets a lot deeper than that.
Oh, for sure.
Kind of quickly.
Right after that point, you start...
But to be honest, it's not. It doesn't ever break too much from the mold of being a kind of black and white thing. Like it's more that you sometimes don't realize it, but it's always kind of distinct choices. It's just what they do and the way they approach it is fucked because there's never anything good that can come from stuff, and it's
just like The Walking Dead.
You are trying to choose the lesser of 2 evils.
Yeah,
and your choice may not always be what somebody else would think would be the lesser of the evils.
Yeah.
And I think I mentioned this in the last podcast where it's just the 2 dudes and you choose whatever one you want. And the guy who you're talking to at the time goes, I wouldn't have chosen that, but good choice. It's like, kind of like, did I choose wrong? Like, where did I go wrong with this? Like,
that is such, I can't.
I know I can't, I don't want to spoil.
No. I'm not saying spoilers, but like, that little thing is so nothing compared to what conversations come up later. But
that's a good example of
what I enjoy about this game, when I'm glad that it came out, what I'm sad is that not many people are going to experience it, but I'm glad maybe the right people will or whatever. I don't know. It's almost a parody. It's almost a parody on every single action game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But in not a like haha type of way, like a fucking serious like. News flash, like this is games.
No,
like,
this is the serious one.
Yeah, and it's like holy shit, what have we been doing?
It has that story where you actually truly give so much of yourself into it that you feel it as like when I was going through it, there were parts where I was just kind of like, oh shit, like oh shit, like holy.
I felt that way going through it, but you'll see when you get farther. It becomes less of an... I don't know. Whatever. It's good.
It's not so much...
Stop talking about it.
It's good. I really would almost put like a whole fucking podcast talking about the way this impacts games. Literally, it's fucked. It is fucked. But anyway, I love it. I love it. Plus, it was really fun to play. Yeah.
Yeah.
6 hours of greatness. Anything else that I can think of? Anything you played other than League and Spec Ops?
No, that's really about it. I played the normal WoW, kind of did my grind on that. I found it starting to get depressingly boring again.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah, it's happening pretty quick. But I am leveling. I've got like 5 different characters on the go right now, so I'm just leveling them up. I'm playing, an hour's worth of one character switching.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to keep it fresh.
Keep rested bonus.
Yeah, rested bonus, yeah, for sure. And I'm trying to do everything that I've never done before.
Okay.
So all of the little quests that I kind of like powered through by either grinding or something like that.
Which is so easy to do now that like the experience bars are so shorter.
Oh yeah, no, I'm trying to do all of those tiny little quests. And I don't know. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying some of the lore that I kind of skipped over and missed.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good. I like the canon of it. So
okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. Other than that, for this week, random things that I want to mention that I kind of played. I started playing some Diablo 3 hardcore again. Kind of keep going through it. Almost beat normal. That shit is fucking crazy. I still think you guys who haven't picked it up yet, you, Dan, and Devin. Oh, no, Dan, you have it. I forgot. You
I
don't
have
play
it. I just don't play it.
Yeah, you guys have to play more of it.
not a single fuck was given.
That game, for some reason, even though I'm like, that's stupid, I've already beaten this, I don't know why the fuck I'm still playing it. I'll go back and play it and be like, this is still really fun. I don't know why. So, I don't know. Fuck, there's something I played this week that I wanted to mention, but I can't remember what the hell it was, and I closed my list. I played Legendary. That game was really weird. Fucking
God.
fire axes are the weapon of the year in that game. It just one-shots everything, and
That game's from 09.
08.
Okay.
08, actually.
No, it's later than that.
It said, I had people, when I was broadcasting, people were checking it, and it was late 08.
Really?
Yeah. And yeah, that is old. That's 4 years.
That game was $1.
Yeah, that and Turning Point, which I haven't bought Turning Point, but those are two terrible games that I've always wanted to play.
Turning Point for Xbox.
Yeah, I've always wanted to play that just to see how bad it is.
I will sell it to you for $5.
Ooh, tempting. Holy shit!
It is sealed. It is unopened.
Really?
Yeah.
You've never played it?
Never played it.
Oh, that done. I will give you
Really?
$5 for that.
Okay, I'll bring it over next
I'll give you
week.
10.
Nice. Fuck you.
Retail, you want it? $9.
But man, that game is weird. That was a funny dollar type sale on Steam. But shit, there's something that I wanted to mention that I've played, but I can't. I'll see if I can find it.
Was it the game Armor? The Armor
game? Did I play an Armor game? I forget. There's Spelunky. There was that. There was what? Wasn't there something that we played? Oh, we almost beat Silent Hill Downpour so far. Kind of slowly inching our way through it, even though we have like an hour left of the game.
We got stuck.
Man,
Really?
We asked Dustin like we said we would.
Yeah, and he's like,
he gave us
you
the
just
solution.
do this. It's like, oh man, okay.
Oh.
So,
Makes sense. So much.
I got back into Deus Ex again. I got back into, we mentioned Deus Ex last time. I haven't really played much more than that, so whatever. Got back into Metro 2033, which that game is still amazing, and it makes me so excited for Last Light. That game is going to be fucking awesome. It's also still terrifying to me, even though I've played it before. One thing that I'm not proud of, I started playing SimCity Social on Facebook.
Oh,
I never thought I'd really play a Facebook game, but
Now it's logged into your Raptor.
Now it's logged into my
never be
Raptor.
destroyed.
so, oh my god. It's, kind of fun, and I'm being nice. I'm not spamming my wall, and I've messaged some people like, I see your name in the game. Are you playing this? They're like, yeah, I am. It's like, all right, I'm going to send you stuff. Is that cool? They're like, yeah, I'm going to spam you too. Okay, good. We have this understanding. Good. So I log in and get like 3 people sending me stuff. It's good. But that game is fun. It's SimCity in a social way, I guess. It's SimCity. I don't know. It's fun. It's got that stupid Farmville shit where you can only do like 20 turns a day or whatever, but it's fun. I don't know. If anybody's playing that, actually, no, I don't want to add people on my Facebook. I'm sorry. Forget about it. Forget it. But yeah.
I don't like the grunting sounds. He's talking about Sims.
Anyway, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for what I've played. That was different from you guys. I feel like there was something on Xbox that I played, but I don't. Oh no, there's something that I want to play, but anyway, get into that next week.
Fair enough.
Don't talk about that.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway, so we're gonna hop into like semi-newsy section, and we're gonna kind of blow through because not much happened. There's a lot of mini things, but I don't know, not much happened. So let's see here. What did I?
It's been a slow news month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of kind of like, okay, that happened.
Yeah.
Like Microsoft, for example, obtains the rights to Xbox 8 domain names. Hey, that makes sense if they call it that.
Call it, I
Yeah.
think that's weird.
I think it's going to be adding on to everything media centering into this Xbox, because with Windows 8, and then you're going to be a Surface with the Windows 8 on it, and then this weird shit with it makes sense.
It's true, and I'll be honest, I'm still going to call it an Xbox.
I still don't know what the past 6 Xbox before it happened, but whatever. Xbox One, 360, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are missing.
Those are all prototypes.
Yeah.
Only Japan.
Yeah. So I don't know. Either way, whatever. Xbox 8, if it's called that, honestly, it's kind of like okay, makes sense. Because I guess I've just heard Windows 8 too many times for it to fucking matter anymore. But apparently they've registered xbox8.org.us.as. No, not AS. Xbox Companion, Xbox Live TV, and Xbox Phone. Xbox Tablet?
Xbox Phone.
That's weird. Anyway.
I'm surprised that nobody has bought all of those already.
That's what Microsoft just bought.
No, but I mean,
well, I'm pretty sure they maybe, if they were bought, they maybe
were bought out.
Yeah, bought out, or
like $10,000 for a website
totally.
Name.
Fucking yeah. So that happened. Good on them. Sweet. Kind of decent. What else? Oh yeah, the EU. Wow, the European Court stuff added on to, or allows. They did something with a bill that that says that digital games should be able to be resold as well, which is kind of a huge deal, because when you're forcing companies to do that, and in Steam or like Origin, the infrastructure is just not there to allow that.
But in Europe, they might have to build it in.
Yeah, they might have to build it in,
which is kind of insane. But
I'm not sure how you would do that, and how you would have that under market of this is a downloadable game.
Well, if anyone can do it, it's Steam.
The thing is that they said the only way to get around it is if there's a subscription fee, which says that it's a monthly cost instead of buying a game.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I think Steam can do it. They can take games back to you. They can grant you games.
I think if Steam does that, I will fucking just love it. But I would still not trade anything in.
No, I'm enjoying watching my list grow.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
So, but it'd be neat,
because a horrible thing to get started with.
Yeah.
I know.
Don't become a Riccio.
Or Dan.
I
like it though.
Or maybe even you, listener.
Oh my god.
That came out creepier than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check yourself.
That happened. I don't know. Cool. To be honest, places like Green Man Gaming that I shop from, sometimes you can actually, if the game is new, I think within a week or something, you can send it back, your key, to them somehow, because they talk between publishers, so they can get another key, and they make money back and stuff. Like you get just like returning a game, you get I don't know, $30 or something.
Oh, that's really cool.
It's neat. It's cool. I've never used it though, because I don't really want to do that. But yeah. Let's see. Other than that, Halo 4 is going to require a hard drive for you to install it. I think it was 8 gigs is the number. Kind of cool, I guess. It's not bad. I mean,
sucks for all those people that have 4 gig Xboxes.
Yeah, it kind of limits the whole 4 gig thing. But all the arcade editions that were sold.
That's right. Halo 4 is going to cost over $100 if you have to buy a hard drive.
Yes, indeed.
So apparently, you can actually
maybe they'll have like a Halo USB stick or something.
Yeah, they say you can use an 8 gig USB flash drive.
Oh, that's not bad. You can buy those honestly for like $4.
I'll bet you they have a Halo branded one.
Yeah. So it's only for the multiplayer mode apparently.
It's probably for that co-op thing that has the episodes that download.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would make sense actually. That would actually make a lot of sense. But yeah, that's happening. So all you people with 4 gig hard drives, maybe contemplate whether or not you want Halo 4.
I only have like 4 or 5 gigs left on my 120.
Really?
I need to get a
when I got that new Xbox, is it 250 is the new slim Xbox?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's stupid. I don't even know what the fuck.
The only hard drive bigger than that you can get is if you bought
the Call of Duty?
A Call of Duty one, and then there was another one that had 320s in it.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, okay.
That's...
But those 2 special bundles were the only ways you could get a 320.
So dumb how much that is. But, whatever. See, other than that, we had Baldur's...
I think it was Forza. A Forza bundle?
Really?
For Forza 4, because there's a lot of, like, you have to install the second disc to get a bunch of cars and tracks and stuff.
Was there actually a Forza bundle? Huh. Like an actual box different?
For Forza 4, yeah.
Really?
What? It came with a wheel, too.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember that. I was, for some reason, thinking it was Halo,
but
I don't
think... weird U-shaped wheel thing.
No, I got it now. Yeah.
Brum, brum.
Brum, 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 brum.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know why you need 320 gigs on an Xbox or whatever, but
I didn't think I would ever need 120, so
yeah, but yeah.
Now I've started going in and like deleting like DLC for games I still own but don't play anymore.
Remember, I remember when I had my 20 gig and then I bought my 120 and I was like, holy shit, there's so much space. And yeah, I went through the same thing. Was like, oh well, there goes all my Rock Band stuff then. Fuck it.
I still have all my Rock Band stuff. I'm talking about like
I know.
Like original Arkham Asylum DLC and like Army of Two DLC, like just all this stuff of like games that I never play anymore.
Yeah.
And you know, I can always re-download it if I want to play those games, but like you and I are the same type of person where we like to keep this like collection of stuff. Yeah. So
Mementos.
Terrible.
Mementos.
And then new Xbox and new PlayStation and new Wii's gonna come out and I'll be like, well, fuck this shit. It's going in the basement. Enjoy your dust.
That was bitter.
That's speaking of dust, actually, I didn't bring this up, but you can now get into the dust beta by buying some $20 mercenary pack on PSN. That happened.
Now that is a fucking segue.
Yes. And I got invited into that.
You got invited to that? That's if you... Oh, wait, it's not... I don't know if it's technically
I got in for
closed.
last weekend, and I didn't play it, so...
No, I didn't have a chance.
Because if it's still the closed-y thing, if you can just buy your way into the closed, then you technically still can't say that.
I didn't buy my way into it.
But that's something if you didn't and you got the invite, you still can't talk about
it. Oh, yeah, true.
But I think it's open now, technically, that you can buy it in. So I don't know. It's flippy weird, so... Flippy.
I think if you can pay money for it, I don't think they can...
Premium plus...
it.
Portable. Anyway. So yeah, other than that, speaking of that, actually, perfect segue. Baldur's Gate remake for the iPad is going to have DLC, apparently. Oh, it's not only the iPad version. I forgot it's fully being redone. Okay, it's going to be DLC. Crazy.
DLC.
Well, it's like the enhanced edition.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And it just happens that the enhanced edition is also coming out on iPad.
Yeah. So they said for sure they're not DLCing any existing content, which thank God. But hey, cool. Whatever else they're adding. If it's good, it's good. Other than that, speaking of DLC, Nuketown map will come with the pre-order for Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Nuketown 2025. Fun. Nuketown is always crazy.
I wonder what it's going to be. If it's just going to be like some future, like Jetsons town or something.
I was just going to say that.
That'd be awesome.
Because the original Nuketown was like a stereotypical like
70s,
it was what they nuked
thing.
Like the exact.
And so like what do you like? What if it's just like all the like space bubbles and flying cars and that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be fucking awesome.
It looks like Blade Runner, but like a mini anime. Fucking crazy. And
no, Jetsons. Has to be Jetsons. Exactly. Yeah.
Nice.
That's the sound the nuke will make.
I hope there's still the mannequins that you can shoot, and it'll engage another song, which will probably be dubstep, considering it'll be the year 2025.
Yeah, most likely. Everything's dubstep. The elevator music is just dubstep. Actually, that's a world I'd love to live in.
As if you're going up, it's like liquid dubstep. You're going down.
We laugh about this, but Syndicate did that.
Yeah.
I know. I know.
Yeah. Anyway, so other than that,
although they did it well. So
yeah.
The game's good.
Other than that, we're still waiting on hearing when the fuck the Steam sale is gonna start.
Yeah,
people are flipping out over this. I
love half the people are like, Gabe Newell is saving me money. Yeah, other people are like, where the fuck is it?
I don't know if you guys have been actually on the Steam forums, but there's this thread that's now probably over 1,000 pages. Every minute I refresh, there's 2 or 3 pages of more stuff.
Really?
And there's people just looking at shit. And today was, I guess, a mini thing that happened is there was a Codemaster sale going on, and it was supposed to end on Thursday, and it just randomly disappeared prematurely. Just gone. Fucking sale over. No news from Valve, no news from Codemaster. So people are saying, is this because stuff's about to go on sale? So there's that. Earthworm Jim was today's daily, and the last picture of it, which people, I think it's way fucking out there, but the last picture on Earthworm Jim 3D's screenshot list is a thing that says sale. Or 2 things. 2 signs that say sale.
Way the fuck out.
So people are like, whoa. I think people are just fucking grasping for straws now, but I don't know. It's...
Do you know why there isn't going to be a summer sale this year? Because it's the 3rd summer sale.
Ooh. Don't do that, Gabe. No, Gabe's already said there's going to be one. They're just joking about when it's going to start. However, there was an indie developer that was for the game Cube Men. Somebody was asking.
Cube Man.
It was like, hey, when is this going to be on? I wish I wanted to actually, but somebody was asking, oh, I missed the sale for $2. Like, when's it going to be on sale again? And he's like, oh, it's the Steam sale, July 12th to 23rd. And everyone's like, what? And then the fucking thread got deleted.
Oh wow.
So,
July 12th.
So possibly July 12th, or if you're into Earthworm Jim. Did I say Rayman earlier?
No, you said Earthworm.
What the fuck?
Okay, sorry, I just didn't know. Or I thought I said Rayman back then.
You were totally on track, and now you're just like, fucking Rayman!
Fucking Rayman 3D, Jim? No, Earthworm
Porta
Jim.
Potty.
If you're in that crowd looking at that sale thing, you think it's going to start Thursday with Codemaster flipping out, so maybe sometime soon. I just hope there's a sale, because I want to buy shit.
Yeah, I do too. I've actually got a big chunk of cash saved up for it.
I tried to buy a Minecraft server, and it was $100, and then I had it refunded, so now it's chilling in my PayPal, and now that is just like, oh, well, that's what I'm going to use on the Steam sale then.
Fair enough.
Even though I've already wasted some on fucking like Legendary and stuff.
But,
and Netflix.
That game was $1.
Dude.
An entire full retail game
I
for
even
$1?
managed to broadcast that and get a multiplayer match going. That was sick.
What?
Wow.
But anything like Haze?
No, it was, I only got one other person. 2 other people, actually. No, it's not as good.
As if there's still like full 32-player matches for Haze.
But
Haze is like $7 at EV right now.
I'm tempted to buy it.
Don't.
Should I buy it?
Don't tell my mom. I won't. Spoiler. Anyway.
Who the fuck cares? It was Haze.
Yeah, no. But anyway, for anybody who's waiting for the Steam sale, Amazon's doing sales right now, as long as you're in the US and you can buy that stuff. Crazy shit like Spec Ops: The Line being like $20, $25. Max Payne was like $20 or $30.
I was like, oh, Spec Ops. Yeah, I'm going to go buy that.
Whoa.
And so I signed into my Amazon account. It lets me add it to the cart and everything.
Choose the shipping until you pay.
And then it's like, actually,
you
can't buy this here. And I'm like, what?
But the funny thing is like same thing happened with Terra, and I went to one of my American friends. I'm like, hey, do you want to buy this? I'll send you money for it. Like, it's like, yeah, sure, no problem. Sends me the key. Okay,
you
could have just done this, Amazon.
The crazy thing about that, like the Spec Ops and like the Max Payne and stuff that's on sale, it's all Steam versions.
Yeah, I know, which is dumb. I don't know why the fuck we shouldn't be able to buy that. But anyway, there was one game that I told you that was $10 today. What was it? Something that you were talking about. Do you remember? It was good. It was a good game. Fuck it. Yeah, so that's on sale. Fuck it, the game. Yeah, so other than that...
something's on sale on Amazon. If you live in Canada, well, fuck you!
Yeah, so we got screwed over on goddamn Haunt and that, so...
Yep.
Whatever. Speaking of sales, Battlefield Premium sold 800,000 subscriptions in 2 weeks.
2 of them in my apartment.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. I am thinking of buying it, but then I went to Battlefield this week and played, and I was like, no, this is not the game I like.
My girlfriend and one of our roommates play avidly still.
Really?
So they bought it.
It's don't get me wrong, it is a sweet game, but it is not the game for hopping in and having a bit of fun getting out.
It is for them. So
really, Xbox, yeah. I guess. Yeah.
For me, it's Max Payne.
Yeah. For me, it's Diablo 3 Hardcore until I cry. One day it'll happen. I want to record it and be like, fuck. Beautiful.
You just have to have it ready, so the second that you die, you have to like bring yourself together for a split second to just turn on the capture, and then you can just lose it.
I wish I was good with 3D effects, because I have a green screen now, and I just punch through that and have like a darker green screen behind it that looks like space or something. So I'd punch, and then it would look into that, and then it'd have like 3D effects of me like being sucked into space. It'd be perfect. I'm sorry, my imagination's kind of weird. Anyway, so that's it for news stuff, at least that I can think of or find. Should we talk about releases?
There was nothing.
Really quickly, I don't know. Spelunky came out, Bellator, that MMA Onslaught thing, Blacklight Retribution is on Steam, GoldenEye something for Xbox Live Marketplace, which I think is just reloaded as a downloadable game. Yeah, as well as Mayhem. I've never heard of that shit, but it is a black and white, crazy fucking carnage.
Exactly the
racing.
Same visual style as Bad World.
Yeah, so Reds exist. Oh, and Secret World
also
came
yellows.
out. So Secret World came out. That's something. That's kind of crazy. That's an MMO. That's apparently good. I'd heard, at least on Twitter, that you're supposed to figure out stuff by Googling it. But now when you Google it, because some people are playing it, it just goes right to forums, and people are like, yo, this is what you do. and it just ruins the whole game. So you're like, oh, yeah, this is this clue. You put it in, someone's like, yo, when you get this clue done, and you're like, that's the pop-up when you fucking Google it, and you're like, oh, okay, I'll do that. So, spoilers, and that's not cool. So, I think they should have made their own fucking search engine. Should have been horrible. Anyway, yeah, that's done. That's it. I think that's it for games. What's next week? Should I check what's next week? Nothing. We got nothing. Oh, we have Get Up and Dance on the PS3 next week.
Fantastic.
Ooh, and Frogger Hyper Arcade Edition on the PSN.
Fantastic.
And Quantum Conundrum on Xbox and PSN. So that's cool.
I got gifted that on Steam, so
Nice. Nice.
Nice.
Nice. So weird. Okay, that's it. So much for releases. That was fast.
I didn't see any questions that we had on.
Actually, I had 2 on Twitter. Let me see.
Okay,
if I can
perfect.
Really quick. They're not. No, they're good. Let's see.
They are not good. So anyway,
I just got one
first
tweet
question.
from a guy who was supposed to hardcore with me. I died. That's all it was. So we have from Beldigger or Drackle, at Drackle or at Beldigger on Twitter. He asked, if you were a dog, what kind of dog would you be? Kappa.
West Highland Terrier.
Oh wow, you had that one ready.
Yeah.
Look at that.
A
Damn.
bug.
I would be something cutesy. I don't know what it would.
I'd be a Boston Pug mix.
What's that?
Derpy eyes.
Oh, derpy eyes. No.
It's called a bug, and I would be dressed
With
in
the
a-
Spelunky dog.
What's the yeah? What's the name of that dog that's tiny, poofy, and has a blue tongue?
I don't know.
I would be
Your
that one.
imagination.
No, it's this like thing. People will know. Leave a comment if you know what it is.
I would be that dog.
Because it's super soft and cute, and then like you want to touch it and give it food and stuff. But you know, I want to be that thing that just everybody fucking yeah.
Yeah.
And then they'd see my tongue and they'd be like, ugh. But you're so cute. So yeah. Then we have another question from at Killzone2367, also known as Skinned. And he asked, has a game made you cry before? Which one and what was the scenario? Crying of laughter counts as well. Or counts too. :D.
There's probably a lot, but
Yeah, there's
a certain thing in Mass Effect 3 with 2 characters talking that I teared up a little bit during.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Same for me.
That's the only thing that I can remember right now, but there's probably more.
Shit, there was one that I actually legit
Yeah, I don't
teared
know
up
what it
to, and
was.
I can't think of it now.
Oh, Lost Odyssey has made me fucking bawl out of nowhere. I'm so glad I did not cast that. I was like, oh, fuck that stupid goddamn story. Fucking daughter, whatever. Fuck, shut up, game. That's done it. But in terms of maybe crying out of fear, no. SCP.
Oh, yeah.
87B or 87. For some reason, and this has been quoted many times as me yelling, "My body is sparkles" as I'm crying and fucking playing this and hyperventilating. So awesome!
Wow!
Yeah.
Wow!
My body is sparkles.
I'm telling you, a movie I cried during.
Which one?
The end of Gladiator.
I don't remember.
Oh man, Marley and Me.
I never saw
Dude,
that.
okay. Can I spoil that kinda?
Legit.
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend at that part with the
Yeah.
man, I was beside my dad.
See, I did the thing in the theater with 8 of my friends.
No,
and
yeah,
we were
no,
all
I
just
was-
I was beside my
blink.
dad and my mom, and my dad was like, "Oh, that's really sad." And I'm like,
"You robot!"
Just started crying, and my mom was like, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, "Don't you understand?
what the fuck?
Can you please just show some?"
Can I ruin part of Marley and Me if I maybe I had
That movie's from
Yeah,
06 or
yeah,
something.
I may have
You're
said this
fine.
story before. Some of you might know Fike. I don't know. I was in this depressed mood kind of thing. I was like, I want to watch a sad movie and feel better, kind of, or cutesy something. I don't know. I have that shit sometimes.
That is
whatever.
not a cutesy.
I know.
Movie.
So I was
That
like,
is
I'm gonna watch Marley and Me. Fike, is that a good idea? I don't want to why do I have a high pitched voice? I'm like, yo, Fike, I'm gonna watch Marley and Me. Is that a good movie? And he's like, oh, is that the movie where the fucking dog? Do you want me to say the spoiler?
Yeah, go ahead.
He's like, where the fucking dog is oh, he's getting better, and then he's not, and his fucking stomach gets all twisted, and then he dies. I'm like, what? What the fuck? I was There was a nice gap of like 5 minutes where I just started the movie after saying that. And I'm just like, what the fuck is it? What the fuck is this movie? Like, I thought it was a happy movie, and it was not.
No, like I definitely was like crying my ass off at the end of that. I was like,
this was like shortly after one of my dogs passed away. I was like, this is fucking, why'd you do this to me? Movie? I can relate. No, yeah, it was kind of intense.
It was. But I Am Legend, that part too. I was like,
is that what you sound like? You fucking pansy, no.
Hey, let's see you cry.
Me, it's like,
Maria! Maria!
Marcus!
Gotta find my wife,
oh my god,
Marcus.
that game actually almost made me tear up. Only because, if you've ever, like, not had the game going, but heard that guy deliver that line, that is some fucking emotional shit.
I know.
But yeah.
Maria!
Marley!
I Am Legend Dog.
We need to end this right now.
Yeah. Alright.
Well,
yeah, that's gonna do it. Those are the questions. If anybody has any other questions they'd like to submit, send them to our Twitter or leave a comment.
Because as you have
Maria.
seen, we answer everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did we? The first question was about a dog, which made us thinking about dogs, and the second one just brought up dogs. Fucking dogs. So yeah, to anybody watching, if you made it this far, I gotta stop saying that. If you guys have been listening, like awesome people,
we're sorry.
actually, if you've been listening, you probably already subscribed. But don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. As well, check out our other videos. We've got dry runs. We've got shorts. As well as
that's it. Woo!
I broadcast on Twitch, which we might be having some special events in the future, kinda of.
We'll see.
But we won't link that until we actually know what we have planned, so you don't stumble and you're like, what the fuck is this shit? So, yes.
We have a blog.
We have a blog.
iTunes.
Don't forget to subscribe on iTunes. Yeah, it's especially if you have the new podcast app on a spiffy new iPhone. Which is the 4 and the 4S.
Is kind of a piece of shit.
The 3GS on it just breaks.
Doesn't matter. That app is kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah. But
you can try and listen to multiple different podcasts. It just breaks, and it's like, what am I doing?
But the important part is you can hit subscribe, and it'll automatically download episodes for you, even with not, having to remember to.
Also, you can customize those settings and stuff.
Yep.
Which is cool. So check us out on that, and I think that's gonna do it. So I think that's it. Is there anything else we have to know? Check out 2 new dry runs, which should be going up at around the same time as you guys are hearing this. And yeah, have a good rest of your Wednesday, which there's 30 minutes left in that. Shit. Yeah. All right. So yeah. So to everyone who's listening, have yourselves a great whatever time it is. And yeah, I'm Riccio.
I'm Dan.
I'm Somppi.
Have a great
Maria.